Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky going to look to throw right away. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Play action. Now Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. That is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. Right at the 30. They go play action with Trubisky. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Brady going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Brady now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 40 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 34-yard line. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Trubisky to throw again. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. From midfield, here's Brady. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Trubisky. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Brady now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Brady now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On first down, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky completing it to the right side. Johnson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Johnson's got it complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now is Brady. He completes it to Evans. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun, it's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Taking it about the 1.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Trubisky. That's to Freiermuth. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Trubisky's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Trubisky to throw. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Lavonte David.